What up, everybody? This is Jason, and I wanted to do a quick, well, quick for me maybe, card recap. I did a live stream a couple days ago showing off some of the, um, I guess, first round of eBay pickups, and I want to do another more traditional video of just what I picked up. So without any further ado, let's get into it. We got a Hurricane Helms card. This is actually, I got this because of one other wrestler in here, but this came with a lot. All these things you're going to see I bought for like $1 per lot. So I think the whole stack you're going to see I probably spent total $15, and I probably got over 100 cards, I'd say. So probably $15 including shipping. So that's what I'm saying. So including shipping, $15 to $20 maybe total. So for $20, let's just say I got 100 plus cards. The reason why I got this was I wanted to get this Ric Flair. I just love this card. I remember seeing it years ago when it first came out. I think it was like 2002, so I was college age when this hit. I just thought this was a really cool looking card. This was with Flair. These cards are kind of hard to come by. The Flair cards are not as readily available as a lot of the other cards that you see with the tops and I guess O-Pee-Chee and stuff from the 80s. Seems like you see that stuff a lot more frequently, but the Flair cards not so much. I believe Flair had the WWE license only for a couple years, so I got it for the Flair. But then also, I didn't realize this at the time, but also Kevin Nash came when they had a hot minute when they did the whole NWO invasion angle, I guess, whatever. They came back with, now here in today, Scott Hall actually, Razor Ramon is about ready to pass away. Unfortunately, he's on life support. Kevin Nash released a statement saying that basically they're waiting for his family to all get to the hospital, and then they're going to pull him off of life support, which is awful. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall was a huge... he was involved in so many storylines over the whole Attitude Era from, I would say, the mid-90s through, the early part of the 2000s, the early aughts. There were so many storylines with NWO, and then Razor Ramon before that with WWE/F, and then with NWO, and then WCW, then going back, and then he did some stuff with TNA and all that. And then the whole thing when he came with DDP and Jake the Snake Roberts and got himself, I guess, back together and more healthy. He had let himself go, I guess, about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer, and he got himself back in better health. And then my understanding was he went in for a hip replacement surgery or some sort of, I guess, not super involved surgery, but then there was complications with it, and now he's not going to make it. It sounds like it's just awful. Just tells you how fragile life is. So anyways, I don't want to, that's a whole separate story, but got the Bret the Hitman Hart card here. This is from 2019. This is, I believe, this is a subset. Not for sure what it's called, but you got the Bret the Hitman Hart, and this also came with a Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. This is, I guess, it says WWE Legend, so this must be a Legend subset from 2019. Then we got a couple here of Mick Foley cards, or this is Dude Love, the evolution of a character. So you got that there. Then we also had Mick Foley here. I'm not for sure who he takes down here. Double arm DDT. Who did he take him down in this? Does it say who he's taken down on this? I'm not for sure. I don't... somebody knows who that is. He's taken down. But there you have Mankind, Cactus Jack. Right there. And there's an Undertaker card. I'm not for sure who he has locked up there either. I wasn't really paying attention. Oops, let me get the card. Who does he have locked up there? Maybe, that's Brock Lesnar, I think. So there you go. So there you got Undertaker card. And it's talking about DDP. Here's a DDP Hall of Fame card when he enters the Hall of Fame. So that stack of cards, guys, I just threw a bunch of dollar bids on a bunch of lots, and I happened to win. So, and some of the card conditions vary. Most of them are in really good shape. I don't want to say near mint, but pretty close, pretty minty. And so, you know, Mr. Perfect right here, Kurt Hennig. So, there you go. Always like Kurt Hennig. Then we got Mark Henry, who now is with AEW. Like I said, usually the reason why I get these cards is because there's either one or multiple wrestlers are in the lot that are AEW wrestlers now. So that's usually why I picked them up, or because it'd be like free shipping and they're like $1, and it's a bunch of cards that I don't have. So I just like, you know, I throw $1 on. I'll do that from time to time. Every couple of weeks, I'll just go through for a 3 or 4 or 5 day stretch and just go through, click, dollar, $2, whatever, and put on a bunch of lots, and then just if I win, I win. And like I said, 90% of the time it's because there's an AEW guy in there. Sometimes it's just because it's wrestlers that I've grew up with watching. Here we got, was it Percy Pringle? You know, Paul Bearer, legend. And also, I probably got this lot right here because of the Honky Tonk Man. I know a lot of people kind of crap on his gimmick, but I always liked the Honky Tonk Man. I thought he was funny. He just got there and do his Elvis Presley impersonation. He'd be hitting people in the head with the guitar. We got old Hornswoggle. So I'm gonna be seeing him at a show coming up. This is a great looking card, so this would be a good card to get signed right across the center there, right across his chest. So I'm looking forward to getting that card signed. And then Booker T. This is a great Booker T shot. I mean, fantastic card. So when I saw that in that lot for $1, I was like, yep, I'll be your Huckleberry. That's really a great shot of Booker T. King Booker. So there you go. And then JBL, don't really care about JBL that much, but it came in that lot as well. So there you go, JBL. Not much to say there. And then these 1987 looking cards were really cool in my book. I thought they looked really cool, so I'm going to go through them really quick. You got Kamala right here. Was it the Ugandan warrior? I think that was like his thing. So you got that. Then we got the Freebirds. Michael P.S. Hayes. Right there. And then let's see who else we got. Oh, we got old Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes. Look, it looks like he's giving the old elbow shot right there to Ted DiBiase. Little Dusty Rhodes. Not wearing the polka dots, thank goodness. I just got done watching a High Spots documentary about Bruiser Brody. It was like a shoot video, I guess, documentary about Bruiser Brody. I didn't know much about it. I did watch a couple years ago the Dark Side of the Ring episode as well. But this one I felt like, because it was much longer, went into way more detail about Bruiser Brody and his personal life and kind of how he got into the business and the people that were connected to him, and a little bit more about what had happened in Puerto Rico. I was really blown away at how much I learned in that documentary, shoot video, whatever you want to call it. It was really, really good. It was about, I think, with PW Wrestling or Wrestling Crate something, but I think it was High Spots. But yeah, so Bruiser Brody. There's not many cards of any of him. I know the 82 cards out there, but there's not a lot on him. Then we got the Brain Busters right here, which again, part of the Four Horsemen. You got Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. And so both of those guys are now with AEW. So again, there's like that connection with AEW. We got Cowboy Bob Orton. I remember him having the cast, like back in the 80s. That was his thing. He'd have that cast on when he was with Piper. And then Jack and Jerry Briscoe. So I believe the Briscoe brothers now are wrestling with, I think they're independent, but I know they're getting ready to wrestle the Hardy Boys. I think this is their dads, if I'm not mistaken, or their dad. I don't know much about it, so I'm not gonna try to front like I know, but I know that the Briscoe brothers are back out and doing their thing. They're new. And then Papa Shango, also Godfather. Also, I think it was a Karma, or he had like 3 or 4. Then there was a Good Father. But anyways, Papa Shango's probably my favorite. And I like Godfather, but that wasn't really my thing. I wasn't big about the whole train. I like the Papa Shango. I thought that was a cool character in my book. All right. Next up, We have Jerry the King Lawler. This was another set from Topps in the early 2000s, I believe. 2006, so not super early. We got Jerry Springer, Jerry Lawler. So I got that. Couple cards there. Triple H. So we got that one. Super Crazy. Don't know much about that gentleman there. That Cowboy Bob Orton's son, Randy Orton. Legend Killer. Man, that guy sent me 3 of those cards. We got Gregory Helms, which I believe is Hurricane Helms, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not for sure, but I think that's the Hurricane who, do his thing. Then one of the reasons I got this lot was for Kurt Angle. Big Kurt Angle fan. Really liked him as a wrestler. And then Gene Snitsky. Can't even tell you much about it. There. Then we got Bobby Lashley, who's look, he hasn't aged a day. This is 2006. It's 2022. Like, is he a vampire? Is he Vampiro? Is he, what is it? Evan Thorne? Was it Thorne something? Batista? I feel like Batista's gotten bigger also. It's like The Rock. Like, Rock and Batista left, went to Hollywood, and got even bigger. I don't even know how that's even possible. So I got a couple Batista cards. We got Shawn Michaels, HBK. Then we got Chris Benoit. Not really gonna say much about him. And then we got Fit Finlay. Always liked Fit Finlay. Thought I hated that because McMahon always leans into everybody's ethnicity, especially back then. So everybody who was from another country or had like a very ethnic sounding name had to really play up whatever country they're from. So Fit Finlay was Irish, They're still doing it now with, I guess, Drew McIntyre, the whole Scottish thing. Carlito with the apple there. I don't remember this guy at all, Paul London. He doesn't even look familiar. Trevor Murdoch, looking like a big old hillbilly. He's over on NWA. He just lost his title last month, I believe, to Matt Cardona. We got the Road Warrior right here. This is Animal, right? I can't even remember. This goes by Animal. So there we go. I don't remember that iteration. Then we got Johnny Nitro, who went on to be Johnny Mundo. John Morrison. So he goes by a couple different names. And then, again, one of the reasons I got it was because of the Big Show. It's the Big Show. So there's that. Then a couple other. I think I'm going to go through these really quick. I don't know much about these guys. The Brian Kendrick, I think he got into some hot water from previous posts he made like a decade ago. He left WWE. He was fine at WWE for all this time, and then he was getting ready to join AEW. I think he signed a contract or was going to sign one, and they pulled him off the air because there was a tweet or something from like a decade ago. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Because people not make mistakes and move on. I mean, the dude apologized, and we're still crucifying people for previous mistakes. Araya Davari, don't know anything about that guy. Buddy Murphy, again, I got this because this is one a rookie card, apparently. But he is now Buddy Matthews on AEW. So I got this lot because he was in there. And then, I don't know, Raul Mendoza. Can't tell you anything about this guy. Then we got Akam, I don't know. CJ Parker, I don't know. Some of these guys are I don't even know if they're still wrestling anymore. And then we got Thunder Valley. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's their move. Then we got Murphy's Law, Buddy Murphy. So again, Buddy Matthews now with AEW. Then we got Eric Young. Look, him and EC3 are having some fun. Wink, wink. I think that's EC3. Looks like him. Then we got Razor. Don't know much about this guy. Then we have Killian Dane. Don't know much about this guy. He looks like one of those Viking Raider dudes. Might be that guy. Then Cassius Ono. I don't know anything about him. And then we got a couple coppers here. Well, I'll go. Oh no, there's another a cam, Acom. I don't know. Then we got a couple of these bronze, Wesley Blake bronze. So this is a variation. And then Sawyer Fulton bronze. There, you can see the bronze at the bottom there. And then these were again another kind of like the '87 variation of baseball cards. Then you have the same one. I think this is like supposed to be like 1985 baseball card variation looking cards from like a vintage set. So this is Chuck Palumbo, and then Jamie Noble. And again, I'm not going to go over a lot of these guys because I don't know a lot of them. Charlie Hayes, I think, and then Tommy Dreamer. You know, he's a guy I recognize. That card looks silly though. I don't even know. That looks weird. We got Carlito. He does the circuit right now with autograph circuit. Chris Masters, also NWA. I think he was their like Intercontinental Champion or whatever, like a TV champion, a U.S. champion. He just lost his title this past week or two. NWA is the only other one I really watch religiously out of, at least on YouTube, outside of AEW, and I also watch Impact now quite a bit because there's a lot of crossover. But I like NWA. It's very old school. I don't like how people crap on it, but I like it. Matt Stryker, he was on Lucha Underground, obviously WWE. I think he showed up at Impact recently, and then he was let go. I don't know if there was some issues with him. Shelton Benjamin, don't know much about him. I mean, I know who he is, but super crazy. Again, don't know anything about him. Again, the reason why I got this lot was because of stuff like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Shawn Michaels. So there's like quite a few legends were in this. And again, I got it for $1, like $3 shipping. So I got a stack of like 30-ish cards for $4. We got Ric Flair. Woo! I mean, I feel like it's the obligatory. Then we have Val Venus, because why not? And then we have another Brian Kendrick. And then we have, this is a cool one here, you got Elijah Burke, which I think he goes by the Pope now in NWA. But if you notice, that's CM Punk. So I really got it because of CM Punk. I mean, nothing against the Pope or Elijah Burke, but that's a really good image, I think, of CM Punk. He got the straight edge X's on the wrap there. Burke has him in a some kind of chokehold or whatever. So that's a really cool one I liked of him. Then we got Fit Finley putting somebody in some sort of like Samoan drop or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And then I got Edge, which is really good. I'm a big fan of Edge. And then again, one of the main reasons was this is such a great image of Jeff Hardy. Look at that image of Jeff Hardy, dude. Jump into the area. Like I got the dreadlocks looking go here. This is like 2006 or I don't know for sure what year this came out, but I think 2006, 2007. But that is such a great image. The card's in great shape. So I just love that there. So we're gonna kind of finish it up with some of these cards. These cards can go for quite a bit of money for whatever reason. Bruno San Martino. I think these are 2017. Yeah, 2017. So Bruno San Martino. We got Lex Luger right there. The Lex Express. Got Harley Race right there. We got some Shawn Michaels. Now, I don't know if these were short prints or there's variations, but every time I look them up on Trading Card Database or even online, sometimes on eBay, these cards can go for quite a bit of money. So I don't know. Then we have Mr. Perfect, which I did not have this card. Some of these cards I have, but again, I put $1 down and boom, I got it. Then we got Ted DiBiase, Dusty Rhodes, sorry. Right there. And then let's see here, we got we got British Bulldog right here. And then let's see what else I had. And then we got a Sting card, which I did not have that version. We got Jim Ross, the Hall of Fame voice of wrestling. Oh, good old JR. And the ones that I'm most excited about was this bronze Ravishing Rick Rude bronze, which is cool. That's again variation. There's a couple different out there. Got the bronze, but the main three ones out 4 cards I got, what I'm super excited about was a Jake the Snake Roberts base right here. I'm a huge Jake the Snake Roberts fan. Did not have that card. But then there was a Jake the Snake Roberts bronze version of that card, so I grabbed that. Was in this lot. And then there was also a bronze of another variation, which I had the base. I did not have the bronze. So I was super pumped about that. And I'll end it on this one. This is, my knowledge, the rookie card of Cody Rhodes. So I believe this is the only rookie card that's acknowledged from him. But it's actually kind of hard to get. When you put this up there, when you just put in this specific card on eBay, they usually go for, raw. It could go for, between $8 to $10 sometimes. But I got this in a lot with other cards. That's why it's important to look at lots. Because a lot of times you're like, man, I'm not going to spend $4 or $5 on a bunch of cards I don't really care about. But if you look, you sometimes will see those bronze variations of Jake the Snake. You get the rookie card of Cody Rhodes, which is kind of hard to grab right now. And, just stuff like that. So, yeah, you might have a couple, cards you could get rid. You don't care about them, but it could be good for you for trade bait. Or just put them in a lot and you sell them on eBay and you get rid of the cards you don't want. So, anyways, guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And here's my lot of cards. And I will see you all soon. And until then, peace.